Hello, everybody, and welcome to Day Job. I am your host, Code Marvelous, and today we're going to be playing some Netrunner. What kind of Netrunner, do you ask? Well, the bad kind, the dark and evil kind. We're going to be playing Personal Evolution, my most hated deck to play against. That's what we're going to play. And let's put. Whoa. Okay. So. That kind of stinks, right? Because most people aren't on Film Critic, but Film Critic does just kind of hard counter us. We need to get rid of that. So Film Critic is pretty much our enemy. Off to a great start. Like, no one's using Film Critic as their restricted card, especially not in 419 of all places. But we'll see what we can squeeze out here. Niacin format. Oh, the lawnmower guys are here to lawnmow my house, so enjoy that. The sweet sounds of that. We gotta try to get them to hit this Sadaka, right? That's gonna be the secret here. The source. What a hate deck this is. Let's put this out there because we want them to go through it, right? I guess our biggest issue is if we can't get rid of this, we're basically boned. But we can try our best, right? They are so greedy with this off-campus. Another copy of the source. What is happening? So at least that's the last Muertos gang member, right? We need money is the biggest issue. Let's put that Kronos over there. How many hedge funds have we gone through? None? One? We're gonna need to purge pretty soon here. No, I do have Sadaka, though. We just need to get out of money hell, and then we can purge, and then the Sadaka becomes live, right? We're not going to pre-res it, because we don't want them to know it's there. They can have all the money in the world. The money isn't the issue. We have to get rid of that campus apartment. Right, let's purge. I'm going to advance it once. Let's see if we can catch him out. Because there's no fall guys to protect this anymore. Let's trash the snare. Oh, and I get to res things ignoring costs. Free piece of ice, too? Mwah! Sadaka, baby! Now what we really need is the Sting and the Philotic to show up, and we can pretty much win with fast advance scores. Sadaka, baby, coming through in a pinch. So we trashed on that one thing 2 film critics, 3 Murtos gang members, a class act, 3 Aeneas informants, a data dealer, a copy of the source, Guru Devinder, and Beth. Show me that Philotic, baby. Alright, let's start building out a remote. And let's shuffle some of this stuff back in. Like, let's get the snares back in. And let's get one of the shipment from Tenons back in. They have a lot of money. Oh, there's the concession. Good game. Well played. Yeah, that person, our opponent there, was very greedy with how much they were willing to put on that off campus. They got super greedy about it. And it cost them the game. So we're playing this deck. It's a good one. Let me... It's also in the show notes on YouTube. I'm doing pretty okay with it. I had some losses to some hard counters. I'm still kind of getting heads or tails with it. 10-3 so far in practice. I'm also back on my bullshit with Polana, and I'm still trying to decide what I want to play corp side for this tournament. So hopefully all of you fine people can help me out. So one of the big winners when we talk about downfall cards and cards that really enhanced existing builds, Sting as an agenda is like custom made for personal evolution, right? Because Sting is like 3 extra copies of Philotic if you play strategically with it. Because what it does is it does the number of agendas copies of Sting the other person has in their score area +1. So if you have 2 scored and they steal 1, it'll do 2 damage +1, so 3 damage, and then the PE fire happens for a total of 4 damage. And the same thing happens in reverse. So if they've stolen 2 and then you like biotic out the last one, you can do 4 net damage at once, which oftentimes is enough to land a kill. And base, the first one, because of the combination of Sting's ability plus PE, the first steal is always going to be 2 net damage. But yeah. I do not have a lot of experience with this matchup, though. Alright, we're up against Freedom. This is pretty good. Good luck, have fun. So what we're going to do here is we're going to hedge Anansi on R&D and IPO. Let's draw. Let's draw once more. Let's put out that snare and see if they run it. Okay. So let's biotic out a House of Knives. Because that's going to help us with all the other elements of the equation here. So what would be ideal here is if we could draw into another Chronos while there's still breakers in the bin, right? Oof, losing that preemptive hurts. Come on, hit the snare. So if he doesn't run here, we need to get that snare out of there. Gosh, my kingdom for a Chronos. Let's draw. Alright, we're in kind of what I would like to colloquially call Scary Town. Ah, that's actually bad. We just kind of tutored Yusuf. We're not doing terrible. We're at 4, they're at 4. Money is strongly in their favor. I'm sorry I'm so quiet. I just don't really have like a strong handle on how these styles of decks are supposed to play, right? If they hit the Sting here, that would be so good. Don't hit the oboe. We lost. Good game. Well played. Alright. So let's think about what happened there. I think I maybe should have saved the biotic labor for the waited till a Chrono showed up. I don't know. I don't know how to play this style of deck. If anybody in the audience is familiar with how to play PE, I'd love to hear it, because a lot of the nuances of the plays elude me. Tough. I don't suppose there's any room for anything like a June bug in this, right? Probably not. My other idea is to go back to my old deck, but increase the count of Biovaults to 3 in order to fight off Apocalypse. Alright, so this person's on a ton of money in feedback filter. I know that for a fact. So we're going to keep this so we can try to go fast. Yeah, they're on a slower deck. So if we just try to, like, jam... because we can also try to get key pieces out of their hand. Put all of our money cards back in, plus the snare. Let's draw. Let's draw. Let's put that on R&D. We'll res it because they still have to take damage to pass it. We can just kind of keep doing this. The Kakugos are our best friends, right? Because the Kakugos do their thing. The primary thing that we need them for, regardless. Oh, actually, you know what? Instead of clicking for that last credit, let's put the Breach Dome in there. See if they run it. If they don't run it. Hey, Russell, welcome. Oh, I have many gifts, Russell. Alright, so let's see if we can score this thing. Alright, let's draw. Let's draw. Let's put Kronos in there. I know for a fact that this player has feedback filter, so... So I think now we just lose, right? There's no counter for it. Right, what are we gonna... We're gonna spend like 3 influence on Wake Up Call? Oh, please hit the snare. Well, we can talk about that. I just took the the deck fresh from Euros. It's weird, because I haven't seen Film Critic or Feedback Filter in weeks, and I pick up a Jinteki deck for the first time, and people are playing Film Critic and Feedback Filter. And it's not just that people had it and didn't install it. I'm somebody who aggressively checks people's trash. Like... Basically, what we need to be able to do is score an oboe here, I guess. I guess that's our out. There's always a chance also that we can just kind of draft them out on cards by forcing them through here a bunch of times. We can also, if we can manage to keep the Obokata in here, we can double biotic it out for the win, right? So we think that they will think that this is a snare. We're at 5 points, so the Philotic and a fast advance tool can now win us the game. I don't think we win this. But we could. You right there, Boulder? Come on, hit a breach dome or a snare. They probably meant to use their counters there. Yeah, we're gonna lose. Yep, good game. Yeah, like this person seems very teched for this matchup. That's the second time I've played them with this deck. What is Wake Up Call? What's the influence cost on Wake Up Call? Oh, 3 influence. So we could do that instead of the stock buyback and the Chrysium grid. But the stock buyback is really good from a money perspective, right? I don't know. Well, it's because you're cursed, Dave. The biotics are really good, though. It's not about getting them back, it's about finding it on the turn where the biotic play leads to the high impact, right? Let's go with that and see what happens. Yeah, that game would have gone probably very differently if we had seen an Obokata earlier, because we would have achieved more points during that early rush out period. You good, Balder? Oh. Oh, Balder, you like literally sneezed all over. Hey, Kara? Could you grab me a paper towel, please? Balder just like sneezed all over my keyboard and he's on my lap. Sure, let's keep this. Thank you.
Here's one with cleaning stuff on it if you want.
Yeah.
And here's a clean one.
Thank you. Balder, you're gross. Let's draw. I guess we're just gonna never have ice. Probably gonna be the biotic labor that goes here. There we go. Probably one of the Chronos can go in the bin for now. We just had to stop the bleeding there. Okay, Balder, you gotta go. I'm sorry, man. Got a fucking cat with seasonal allergies. Eater Keyhole decks. Back from the grave. Alright, so what's our play? Guess we just try to distract him a little bit, right? Yeah, go to sleep, you gross baby. What are we doing? What's the play? Probably one of the biotics. Actually, no. Keep the biotic, lose the archived memories, because archived memories is the one that they can kill with no virus counters. So next turn, we're going to get this DNA tracker on HQ. So that we have a chance to get rid of the crowdfundings in a couple turns here with the Biotic Chronos play. Come on, don't you want to check some of these cards, my friend? Oh yeah, I guess we could archive memory for ice. We still got a preemptive somewhere in the deck. Come on, check something. You know you wanna. Alright, well, let's draw. Let's put this Kakugo in front of the other Kakugo and draw again. So we could get hippoed here. I think it's worth it to do so. This is where they're going to choose to try to come back in. Hit the snare if there's any justice in this world. Okay. What's our play? Now they run. Unbelievable. hit a snare. There we go. Hmm. So what am I doing wrong? This deck finished 7th at Euros, so it's clearly not bad. Thoughts, anyone? That's true. I don't know. Yeah, because I don't think we have... I don't think I have any outs, really, right? Right, now they'll just run archives and win. Yeah, just run archives and win the game. What do you think, Russell? You need a corp deck. I guess one of the biggest issues with the PE deck is you're either in this incredibly close match or you feel like you're not playing at all, right? Like there's very little middle ground with how well your plan is working out if you're playing this PE deck, right? See, this requires that they trashed a corp card. Yeah, I think the buyback's probably better. I'll keep this. Let's do it like the shell games of old. People are like psychic for the correct accesses, huh? I mean, okay. Let's draw. Let's put that out. Let's put that out. Balder, you're so nasty. Let's clear some cards out of their hand. 3 to be exact. There's Levy and some breakers. Mazel tov. Hey, Janktivist. I don't know if they're on interdiction because they're on like a weird Akiko deck, so I have no idea what they're doing. All that. Okay. The Because I Can is an interesting play. Let's go ahead and put the Anansi on R&D. Gosh, I'm just dying to draw Kronos. To that end, let's get a Rashida behind a Kakugo. Nice, 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 nice. So we're drilling away more cards. And we're ready next turn for our biotic play. Okay, they are going to be very disappointed in what happens next. Yeah, it's like every single deck that I've been up against today has had tech specifically for the matchup. It's weird. We're just shredding their deck. Yeah, well, you know, that's the price that you pay. That is the price that you pay for beans. You are very greedy about putting like literally everything off that on that off campus. Yeah, I mean, we're pretty comfortable now. We can just kind of slow roll now. Okay. No res on the Kakugo. Res instead on the Anansi. All of this. So this basically makes the matchup unwinnable for them? All right. If we did one biotic labor, 2 archive memories, then we could get a stock buyback and an under the bus. That would bring us to 49. Let's give that a go. This seems pretty good. We'll keep. I think, honestly, if I'm being real, I think Polana is probably the best corp right now. It has good, low-cost taxing ice. It can tax on cards and clicks. It has incidental damage. It has biovaults to deal with Apocalypse. It has lots and lots of money to offset the corporate grant. I really think that Polana's probably the most versatile corp deck. Ooh, that probably hit the one of Lassie. Balder, do you feel so bad? Does the pollen hurt you so bad? Yeah, you're so tired looking. They hit a breach dome, we get a breaker on the breach dome. Next turn, I may just try to push the oboe, depending on what we draw. Because Switchblade's in the bin. Yeah, I think now's the time. Let's go ahead and install and advance this oboe. Because now they have to have the clone chip ready to be able to run it. And they have to draw up. And they have to install it. Oh, well, we have a little... Just like to remind everybody that every Monday I have a Masks, a new generation game that I play. It's a superhero RPG that's powered by the Apocalypse by Magpie Games. The author is Brendan Conway. Strong recommend. I'm great, Jonathan. Thanks for asking. How are you doing? I don't think they have anything that can deal with us. Unless they have like a die-V. Or like a dagger. They didn't realize that they had lost the Switchblade to the... Remember that you can't steal it. Ooh, an Aztec. So how do we feel about this opener? We have lots of money. We don't have any ice, and we don't have any accelerant. So I would be reticent to keep this. I'm gonna mulligan. I think this is okay-ish. Because at least we can do this. I am on 419. I am ride or die on 419. I have never had the kind of success. And I'm not on Nexus, I'm on a run-a-lot build. One of the nice advantages a deck has like this against criminals is there's a very high likelihood that your incidental damage will hit breakers, right? Let's start building out a remote. They're probably looking for a doof. Now, one of the interesting things about this build is that unlike other builds of its kind, we're not counting on like counterattack things like Neuro EMP. We're just counting on ice and agendas to just tax people out of too many cards before they can win, right? Alright, let's put this Sting out there. Let's put this Rashid out there, and we'll just get a credit. And we got a breaker and the second copy of Cotty Jones. Probably the Sadaka for now. See you, Jonathan. Yeah, no respect. I have no respect. Hey, so they're going to access at least one card. See if they put more money on Cotty. Come on, put more money on Cotty. You know you want to put more money on Cotty Jones. It is under the bus. I guess we should probably be disciplined and they couldn't possibly be on Film Critic as they're restricted, but maybe we haven't seen a restricted card. So we might want to hold it, wait until we see what the restricted card is, right? We're getting some big whiffs here, huh? Since we have the preemptive, we can use it there. I just wanted there to be 3 clicks worth of money on it. It doesn't have to be a crowdfunding. We lost, or we almost lost, to a deck that was on the Source and Film Critic earlier at 419. So, wild stuff can happen in this game that we call Netrunner. Okay, let's Gifto. And then let's put that on R&D. Yeah, this is the Wild West of JNet. So there's the Nexus. Let's draw. I want to have that snare in the bin to shuffle back. People never run archives. I guess breach domes are just for the incidentals, right? You got it. It's totally an agenda. Alright, let's res this. Let's see if they continue. Yeah, I was gonna say, they can't continue. I don't think we do. I think we do force them to use their bypass ability on this Cortex lock, though, for 2 credits. Let's put that on HQ. Let's draw. Let's put that on R&D. Make it so that there's 2 ice on all centrals. And also, Kakugos always do their work, even if you bypass them. I think I'll let you in. When the most you could be seeing is 2. Because that can happen. If they hit a Sting as the next card, they die. Gotta clear that tag. I think now is about the right time to shuffle some incidental damage back into the deck. While we're at it, some money. I'm glad you're here, Dave. How is Euros? Oh, that's nice. Let's draw. Yeah, excited in air quotes. Come on in for your single access. They don't have tags. Oh, the pad tabs. I mean, I don't think the amount of money that they have actually matters very much, right? We're purely about cards in hand here. Let's just start slow rolling. Because these multi-accesses are slowly running them out of cards, right? Is that an Imbergil? Okay, well. Now's the time to res that, I guess. So if they want to get rid of our stuff, they have to lose some of their stuff. I think I'm going to purge here soon. Do you like my Jinteki themed background that we have here? Yeah, that's the next thing that we're gonna do is next turn we're gonna purge. Because 2 falsifieds got removed from the game, and the 3rd one is in the trash. Now, what would be ideal here is if they steal some stings on this next run. Come on, I want you to dig. I want you to do it. Still a breached, 2 breach domes in there, and a snare. No, just 1 preemptive. They're going for the dig. This Anansi is not going to be doing a whole hell of a lot for us. Well, I guess that's better than the Kakugo. I should have kept that. Because we can overwrite this. It won't stop Nexus, but it'll fuck him up real bad. We still haven't seen a restricted card. What the hell is a restricted card? I might just overwrite. I don't know what they think is going to happen here. Because if they steal this, they die. So I'll just let you in. Don't steal it. Oh, why don't you run archives? Come on, just run archives. So now we can never advance out some stuff to win, or fast advance some stuff out to win if possible. So now the pressure is kind of on for our opponent. I think all the snares are accounted for. So I think we res here to force the money usage. Because at least this slows them down a little bit. Best case scenario here is they would hit both stings and die. Alright. We gotta try to fast advance out some business here. They can't steal an oboe. And the next one pointer they steal kills them. They're probably not gonna run this turn, so if they forget to draw, they're gonna die. Alright, so let's put this down. Let's score, and now the game is over. So we basically drained them out of all their cards. So we're not doing terrible, right? Who is messaging me? I made some adjustments. How's the chat? Is the chat lag fixed? I don't have a set schedule right now. I'm gonna redo my tabs. I need to do some art. So that I have stuff put together for the panels below. Here, let's join Simon's game. No, this is great. Yeah, we'll keep that. Good luck, have fun. Alright, let's put down all these beautiful cards. Probably the card we need the least is the next class act. Love it. Love that hostile. Love that free money. Let's go ahead and get the DDoS down and click for 3 credits. It's going to be a Prisec. Ooh, what's the pitch here? Probably the spearfishing. Let's make sure that that's actually an NGO front. Let's run archives. Let's run archives again. Because if it's a Prisec, we're going to have a tag and then we're going to lose the DDoS. Alright. Let's go into HQ. Actually, undo click. Let's embezzle into HQ. We're going to say operation. We got the consulting visit. Let's go into R&D, see what the Prisec hits. We're going to end the turn tagged. We're going to hope not to die. Cross my heart and hope not to die. That's the Data Raven. Let's remove the tag. get ready for the next set of nonsense that's going to allow us to win this game. Alright, since I'm reasonably sure that that's the Raven, let's get it rezzed. We'll bounce. Let's hit R&D. Worst case, Mausolus. That's fine. Because we can bypass all of this, and none of this is majorly impacting us, right? Probably a hostile. Yeah, the hostile that we saw earlier. Let's run archives a bunch of times. Let's get some counters. Get our crowdfunding back. Get ready. Be ready to doof next turn. Now he's in a good position. He has money. We didn't get any of the hard-hitting newses on the embezzle, right? I wonder what that's gonna be. That's inside job HQ. We'll take the meat damage. And then we'll draw a card. So now we're all tied up. We got good money. Okay. Alright, alright, alright. We need to keep our multi-access events. I think the pitch is probably one of the Amakuas here. So we're going to say upgrade. It's the Prysac. Let's draw. Let's put the bankroll down. Guess just gamble. We've got the tools we need. We just need... There you are. I was gonna say we just need the draw. Fem's gonna be pretty huge here. Let's hit server 5 with the inside job. Another Prysac? No, Rashida, but we still don't want you to have that. We lose the Femme, which really stinks. Let's get Eater down because it's looking increasingly like we're going to need it to land this one. People don't like Doof, I'm telling you. The nice thing about Eater is it also prevents us from hitting this Prysac. Gosh. Our deck is not giving us the goods. There we go. So let's go with for the embezzle with some money and time left. That's a good call, David. So let's break. We're gonna take a tag here. Break. And we're gonna say operation, and we're gonna get the economic warfare. We'll clear the tag and get a credit. And I kind of don't want to use my bypass events now that we have Eater down. So let's start with what's on archives. Okay, so we will bounce there. Because we need to not be tagged. But we got some more money spent. What is the interaction of spearfishing and Raven? I believe it works like them. And this one, I think we can just pay through because then we don't have to access the price sec, right? Unless this is a border control. If this is a border control, this is very good. And we yeet it all into the bin. Alright, so we're going to start poking around. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna hit there. Don't you worry. We need. So let's say upgrade. Rough. And from here we can just take our time. We don't have to rush. We don't have to take unnecessary risks, right? Alright, that's going to just about do it for me because I have to go have some dinner. But, everybody, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to come watch me play Netrunner. I always appreciate everybody hanging out. And until I see all of you wonderful Netrunner humans again, always be running.